Hello everyone, my name is Vinny, aka Alchemistic Sims, and today I'm going to be continuing Life is Strange Reunion. I am incredibly excited to continue this. I love this series, I love this game, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am. Give me just a moment while I continue to get my going live messages going and all that good stuff. Okay. We got that stuff sewn. Okay. Go ahead and hit continue. Now, as you guys can see, I am wearing my butterfly necklace and a butterfly dress today because, of course, life is strange. And the butterfly effect is a huge part of it.
Safi could be anywhere by now. Knowing her, she probably stuck around to watch me squirm.
Right. I mean, it is Safi, y'all.
I need your assurance that our understanding still holds. This isn't just about Abraxas's future, Reggie. It's about yours, too.
Max, hey. I needed to ask you about yesterday's assignment. Do you have a minute? Sorry, President Teller, I really need to understand this whole, a negative space thing.
Why do I suspect you're not looking to talk photography?
Sorry, I just needed to get out of there.
Are you okay?
It's been a day. Owen's breathing down my neck, up to my ass in angry emails, and now Marlon says I'm acting crazy.
Why would he say that?
When I saw him this morning, he asked if he could borrow something important, and now he's saying he never even saw me. Stoner. He probably just lost it and he doesn't want to admit it. But it's extremely important for reasons that are extremely time sensitive.
Okay. Maybon party?
Does it have to do with the Maybon party by any chance?
Maybon? What is that?
Reggie, I know the party was officially canceled. It would be a very bad idea to hold it anyway.
I always appreciate your advice, Max.
Right. Oh my goodness.
It's fine. It's probably a whole stack if I'm down in the basement. I just need to get there early.
So the party is still at the Abraxas house. Good to know. What was that talk with you and Owen about? It sounded intense.
Nothing important. Just ensuring the success of Caledon 2.0. No pressure.
He said the two of you had an understanding?
Understanding? Who really understands anything these days? What does that word even mean, you know?
Reggie, I know there's a lot going on. Just be careful.
I always am. See you around, Max.
That was definitely Reggie. But what about the rest of the quad?
I love how Reggie dips out.
When Safi was impersonating Owen, she took a Caledon
Reggie's just
folder
like
from Vin.
Scooby-Doo
That's my
creeping.
Anyone with a Caledon folder could be Safi.
Okay. I technically read these last stream, but I'm going to go ahead and read them again. So, alright. Well, that was a productive trip to the residence office. I need to regroup. Here are the people who definitely know more than they're letting on. Reggie. Being the president of Abraxas comes with a certain amount of skullduggery. He's hiding something, it's just a question of what. But Reggie's been working for months to save the Abraxas house. Why would he want to burn it down? Vin. Knowing more than he lets on is Vin's whole personality. He's a secretive guy, but he's also my friend. He reports to Owen, but he loves Abraxas. Is Vin involved in something or caught in the middle of it? Lucas. Hates Caldon, emboldened by his podcast. Such a dick. I don't know if Lucas is capable of violence, but I certainly trust him less than I trust the other two. I love the pickle time and the fucking pickled dick forehead. Like, I love that. Who else? Here are the people who might know more than they're letting on. Owen, what's his deal? He seems laser focused on his goal of ruining Caldon by turning it into Tech Bro Haven, or Heaven, whichever you want to say. Would he burn down the Abraxas house if it stood in his way? Loretta. I don't think she's involved. She sure wasn't aware the Abraxas house was about to come down, but Loretta's march was named after her for a reason. Besides, it's always a fair assumption that Loretta knows more than she says. Safi, the wildest wild card. Currently running around campus for reasons unknown. Why is she back now? Why is she creeping around looking for information, trying to get me off her scent? I have to talk to her.
I need to check out each one I find. The man has absolutely no hold on this guy.
Right. Aww. I love how she's gonna sit down like when she was a kid in the middle of the grass to answer Chloe.
Hello?
Hey, hippie. Just checking in.
Aww.
Have you talked to Moses?
Not yet. He was with a student. I'm just sitting outside the planetarium, trying to imagine what it would be like to go to school here. But if I had that kind of money, I'd probably just buy a tour bus.
You are gonna love Moses. I wish I could be there for this meeting of the minds.
I don't. This way, we can jump straight into talking shit about you.
Har har. Well, I'm sure he'll have some theories about what's happening with you. He'll probably want to run some tests, too. He can get a little test-happy when it comes to powers and timelines.
On my trip out here, I spent hours wondering what it would be like to see you again. But I never expected mad scientist friend hangout.
What did you expect?
Most often, a slam door in my face.
Aw.
Why?
God, poor
Well,
girl.
You never responded to my text, for starters.
I didn't know it was you. I didn't have your number in this reality.
Right?
I barely even believed it was you when you showed up in
Like, how the fuck
person.
is it supposed to be her fault?
Excuses, excuses.
So what I'm hearing is, even though the school's in danger and reality's a mess, this trip is going better than you expected?
Hi, Vicky.
Well,
Welcome in, love.
Damn.
No worries. Just drop a lurk if you
I guess
don't want
it is.
to do any spoilers. I totally understand.
I should get back to the search. I'll text you when I know anything.
see you soon.
Because unfortunately a lot of people don't want spoilers, so I have had very little views lately, but that is okay. I get it. It's a beautiful game, and I wouldn't want spoilers either. This is technically my second playthrough already, so... I hope you're doing okay, though, and thank you again for being here. You are wonderful, as always, and I'm so grateful. Okay, I don't think there's anything around here I'm missing. Hey,
Sophie
look, it's
knows
another
all
gnome.
the English teachers. If she wanted to blend in, maybe she'd choose one of them?
Right. I have no idea where I want to start first. I love that, though.
Still no sign of Sophie. I have to keep looking.
Oh, look! Subject has obscured my asshole. It's a little gnome!
Is it me, or are there more of these gnomes around
Oh.
than there used to be?
I've been asked to hydrate. Thank you very much for the hydrate. I've missed one collectible so far, and I'm so frustrated because it's like, god dang it. Oh well. Missing one isn't so bad. Still frustrating.
Not a folder to be seen. Good. Safi hasn't been on campus since the storm. What is it like for her to be back here?
Right? Aliens! Also, speaking of Safi,
I'll bet Safi got a real kick out of seeing this.
y'all, look at how beautiful this sculpture is.
Yasmin must have commissioned this sculpture after Safi died.
Okay, Safiya Dreams. Artist, Patricia Singh. This sculpture elicited a great deal of surprise when it was delivered to Caledon's campus. Communication with the artist revealed that it had been commissioned the previous year by President Thiat, who had no memory of doing so. While its original purpose is unknown, the sculpture has become a meditation on impermanence. It reminds us that our thoughts and memories, as solid as they feel, are subject to constant change. That is fucking cool. I love that. Okay. What else do we have going on here? Just another person getting ready to run. I love how beautiful this place is. Even though I can't go on the whole campus, I'm still like, oh my goodness. I just wish we could run faster. Max's little half jog cracks me up.
Of course everyone has the same folder. And only one of them is Safi.
Right.
I can always tell how I'm feeling by what I see in this sculpture. Today it looks like a dragon.
That's cool. Aw, just a girl chilling with her basketball. I really love this one too. This is another really pretty piece.
Whoever she is, Safi's definitely laughing at me right now. Safi was just shapeshifted as Owen. Maybe, unsurprisingly, Owen is being a cairn Karen.
I love that line.
The whole school feels about as stable as you do right now. Safi was just shapeshifted as Owen. I don't mean to interrupt.
Well, unless you want to help me liaise with the Abraxas Alumni Network, you are. Excuse me.
I can't just push Owen to talk.
Hey, look, there's a gnome under there.
What if it's the real Owen?
Right, okay. Gotta find something to distract him.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
This guy doesn't seem like he'd mind pissing off the president.
Save the Abraxas house!
Maybe I can use that.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
President Teller's sitting in the quad over there. I'm not sure he can hear you.
I can do something about that. Thanks, lady.
I hope the power of protest is enough to get Owen away from that folder.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house! Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house! Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house! Down with President Teller!
President?
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house! President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
I don't mean to interrupt.
Defend the students' right to self-govern! Save the Abraxas
What is it
house!
now?
Well, this certainly wasn't pulled from the archives. Must be the real Owen.
Reggie's gonna deal with it. Did you know he was an economics major before he met you and switched to visual arts? What a shame.
Oops. I did not know I was apparently muted and I read that whole thing. Oh well. Shit happens. It was up there long enough, y'all could go back and read it if you want.
Your plans to expand the campus are receiving a lot of pushback. Have you had any second thoughts?
Of course not. The situation in academia is dire. If we aren't aggressive in securing our future, we won't have one.
If you change Caledon beyond recognition, have you secured its future at all?
A question for philosophers and linguists who, despite my better judgment, still have majors here.
Sorry about that, guys. Okay, why do you hate the arts?
So you became the president of a liberal arts college, but you hate the arts. What's that about?
Contrary to the graffiti around campus, I'm not a heartless suit. For example, I'm something of a collector of Stieglitz prints.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Stieglitz was one of the first people to champion photography as an art form.
He was, though I'm sure Stieglitz would be horrified at the state of postmodern art.
Well, Stieglitz has been dead nearly 100 years. I'd feel disappointed if he wasn't a little freaked out by my work. You really seem to have it out for the Abraxas Society.
Yes. Out there, I want to get rid of a damaged building and build some much-needed classroom space.
I have nothing against a new science building. But Loretta...
Loretta Rice is tenacious in her pursuit of rumor and nonsense. All the more reason to demolish the house and move past the rumors once and for all.
I'll let you get back to it.
Please.
Okay, give me a second, guys. Okay. Talk to him. Let's go around, continue looking. I don't think there's anything else up here, but I just want to triple check I'm not missing stuff.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Oh, hey, look, there's another gnome. There's a lot of gnomes.
Sophie saw my class. Maybe she'd shapeshift as one of my students to mess with me? Hey, Jeanette.
Oh, hey, Max. Fancy seeing you here.
Doing some alfresco homework?
Oh, no, it's a personal project.
Were you pleased with the photos you took in class?
Definitely. But I wanted to get a few more to choose from. I asked Reggie if he wanted to shoot together, but he said he had some pressing plans. Lame.
Okay. Well, see you, lady.
I'll leave you to it. See you in class.
Max, have you ever... I'm sort of thinking about applying to grad school.
For what?
Oh. I shouldn't have...
Ouch.
Never mind.
Wait, Jeanette, I didn't...
It's cool, Max. I'll see you in class.
Girl, you're so fucking rude. How is Max supposed to be a fucking mind reader for you? Like, honestly, she kind of pisses me off. Like, I understand having no self-confidence, but I also understand, like, why are you acting this way?
Best case scenario, Sophie is fucking with me. Worst case scenario, I broke my student's heart. Hey, Jeanette.
Okay.
I've been meaning to ask you, have you ever considered applying to grad school for photography?
Yes, actually. I wanted to ask you about it, but I figured if you thought it was a good idea, you would have brought it up.
See, I hate that. I really fucking hate that. Because how the fuck is she supposed to read your mind? She's a first-year teacher, okay? This is her first time teaching. She's not gonna know every little tiny nuance that her students need. Poor Max. Give her a fucking break.
I'm sorry. I'm still new at teaching, and I'm not used to people caring about my opinion. But of course, I think you're good enough.
Most of the applications require an artist statement, so I've been working on one. Would you mind taking a look?
I'd love to.
Ugh, it sounds really pretentious.
Artist statements are just like that. You're right in the pocket.
First time I got to hold a camera, I was overwhelmed with the desire to capture an image of my mother asleep in a hammock. My artistic instincts were so strong I nearly dropped her Kodak P880 on her face. When my mother woke up, grabbed back her camera and forbade me from touching it for the rest of our vacation, I learned a valuable lesson. Photography is about permission. We are surveilled to some degree or another anytime we step foot in a city street or log on to our devices. We can take pictures of people with our phones, watches, or sunglasses, with or without their consent. But to take someone's photograph. Okay, see, look. That's definitely a typo. But to take someone's photograph is very different from simply taking their picture, though it might sound like semantics. To photograph someone is to ask another person if you can treat them as a piece of art, not as a commodity or a consumer. It redefines communication, introduces playfulness and spontaneity, and demands collaboration between the photographer and the subject. In a world beset on all sides by technology, which often has an isolating effect, photography remains a technology that connects us to each other. That's fucking beautiful!
I know it's a long shot, but I really love your class, and some of these programs have financial aid, so...
So what on earth do you have to lose by applying?
Exactly.
Aww.
Okay, let's meet after class on Tuesday. I'll do my own research on MFA programs, and we can touch base.
That would be amazing.
Hey, don't wait for other people to tell you that you're an artist.
That.
You are an artist, whether they see it or not.
Exactly. Thank you, Max.
Thanks, Max. I'm so lucky to have you as my
One of the
mentor.
smartest things she's ever fucking said.
Don't start crying. Don't start crying.
Right, Maxie girl? You sweetie pie. Squirrel. I just love that poor Max is so into loving everyone and caring.
These little gnomes are moving around. So cute.
I love this little random gnome. Okay. Big ol' mouse. Students playing in the quad.
Sophie can't have gone far. I need to keep looking.
Oh, hey, look. Now I can't go there. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm, like, trying to make sure I don't miss stuff.
Sophie knows all the English teachers. If she wanted to blend in, maybe she'd choose one of them?
Are we sure we want to do this? What if my husband finds out?
I already told my husband. He was excited until I told him he couldn't watch.
Oh, Max, can you give us a moment? We're discussing some plans.
They certainly seem distracted right now. Okay, so they were talking about doing a presentation together. That makes way more sense than where my mind went.
And see, you're assuming that's what they meant. They could be talking about exactly what you thought they were talking about, and we would never know.
Please tell me Sophie isn't with her mother right now. Or being her mother right now. Sophie is shapeshifted as Vin before. And I'll bet she'd love a chance to mess with her mom.
Max, you're out here. That's great.
Complaining about the new boss to the old boss?
And to think I used to complain about her.
For him. Just give him time.
I know how she manipulates people with flattery, but it still works.
Is this an official graduate program performance review?
Officially? No. Unofficially, I could not be prouder or more honored that Vin is the first Regents Chair grant recipient of my tenure.
I never thought I'd make it to college, let alone business school. Caledon's given me so much. And yet, somehow I managed to give it even more in return.
This grant is set up to foster the next generation of Caledon leadership. There is no one more deserving.
Owen has a lot of big plans for the school. How is the board handling it?
The way they handle everything, by clutching their pearls. And they're all rich retirees, so they literally wear pearls.
We do. We have a call scheduled this afternoon.
Y'all
to
can't
hear
tell me
some
that's not
updates about
Safi.
his Caledon 2.0 plans. I'm sure it will be as lively as ever.
If not livelier.
I'll leave you two to catch up.
Enjoy your weekend. The campus is beautiful this time of year.
Yeah, go take your next famous photo. Preferably of me.
You know I always support your work, Maxine, but if you take his portrait before you take mine...
Don't listen to her.
Maybe I can use this photo to get to the folder on the table.
Why is it that when I zoom in, they're not in focus? Okay, whatever.
Mind if I move that folder? My last shot felt a little cluttered.
Thank you for reminding me. It's yours. That auditing student handed it to me and told me to pass it on if I saw you. Strange girl.
And while we'd love to stay in pose, we really should get ready for the call with the board. Pray for us.
Maybe it's not Vin, or maybe it is Vin, I don't know.
That was fun. Meet me at the Turtle for part 2. XOXO. Sophie's just fucking with me now. She's not even here.
Oh, well. I don't know, I thought
Sophie's
Vin was
been
acting
one
like
step
Sophie
ahead
quite a
of me
bit.
this whole time. Hopefully now I can get some answers.
It started in December, but lately it's been getting worse. So I came to Max for help. And she told me, I guess you know, that I died. That my memories of what happened to us after high school didn't happen. At least, not to her. Basically, I shouldn't be here. By the way, you're doing pretty well with this whole talking to a dead girl thing.
Well, if you're friends with Max long enough, you get used to it. But I have many, many, many questions.
Do you know what it means? The visions, the different realities smashed together?
I have some, I want to say theories, but they're closer to fears at this point. Give me a minute. Max told me you're into astronomy. You want to take a look around? there's an image I captured upstairs that could be a new celestial object. Or it's just a speck of dust. Either way, you can help me name it.
Seriously? You're on.
All right, Moses. Let's see if you're as nerdy as Max says you are.
Okay. Update, I was wrong, there were more stairs. Okay, I'm in. Holy shit, this place is expensive looking. Moses Murphy, right? That's him. He's expecting you. Why do you make it sound so sinister? When I walk in, will he be like, hello, Chloe, I've been expecting you. Moses doesn't have a sinister bone in his body. I have a bunch of sinister bones in my body. They're in my left hand. Because I'm left-handed. Sinister is left-handed in Latin. You and Moses are gonna love each other. Okay. Oh. I can't really read this because my thing's in the way. Hold on. I don't feel like moving my camera, so I just took a screenshot because fuck that. I'm lazy. Could I just do that? No, it's not gonna let me. Okay. Hold on. Let's try moving my camera display down here and see if that helps any. Okay, after hundreds of miles, thousands of questions, and countless times, playing every scenario out in my head, it happened. I met up with Max. And it wasn't a moment too soon. For all of my worrying, it turned out Max was the one in trouble and I got to save her ass. Sure, I got into some beef with a loudmouth local and an overly enthusiastic bouncer along the way. I did manage to tuck my way out of serious trouble. Good to know I still got it. Hey, her referencing the back talk. I love it. It was almost too perfect how I swept in on her at this creepy house she was breaking into and whisked her away before the cops came. Before cops came, I should say. Okay. But man, the way she looked at me in the truck after we got back before I crashed out, it was like she was staring at a ghost. It's probably just a shock, but maybe it has something to do with the horrible visions. Aww. Our poor girl, y'all. She'd be going through it. I've heard her rummaging around downstairs. I guess I'd better go. I don't think this conversation will be anything like the thousands I've been prepping in my head. Maybe that's for the best. Aww. She's such a fucking cutie pie, it hurts.
Maybe Moses would let me print something for Max's birthday.
Right? That'd be cool. Okay.
This guy's being very polite to the crazy girl who showed up at his office and monologued about alternate realities.
That's what he does. Oh, she's gonna look at the poster!
Simultaneously existing in a state of dead and hanging in there. I know the feeling.
Oh.
This is the coolest kettle in the history of heating liquids.
I'm not big on the magical schoolgirl thing, but she gets badass points for that eye patch.
If I wanted to make Moses's day, I could ask for his anime recommendations.
Right. He would love that.
Is this an art room or a physics lab? Moses seems to know how to blend the two with expertise.
That little, I fucking love Chloe.
So many Post-its. I've got to take this guy outside some night and ask him questions.
Right, because Chloe loves the stars. Because of Rachel. Gonna make me fucking cry thinking about it.
I wish my job would let me keep a nerd den.
Whoa. I'll bet you could see light years with this baby.
Right, though. Give me just a second, guys. My controller's getting a little sticky from hand sweats and such. You know, gamer hands. It happens. I wash my hands a lot and try to keep them relatively clean, but unfortunately I get sweaty hands when I play video games, no matter what I do.
Moses has a ton of rad shit.
If anybody
No
has any
wonder
tips
Max
or
thought we
tricks
would
for
get
that,
along.
please let me know. I would love to know any tips or tricks to help with sweaty gamer hands. Okay. I like that there's a big, gem in the middle of that.
Wow. Moses flies his weeb flag high.
Fuck yeah, he does.
In space, no one can hear your sick beats.
Right, though.
I should arrest this guy for future arson, just to be safe. Is that Nebula Rain? Only lesbians and uber nerds know about her.
I love her for that. I'm sorry, I have to do it again, because I'm going to record that.
Is that Nebula Rain? Only lesbians and uber nerds know about her.
Yeah, I had to record that.
Moses wants me to name the star on the photo upstairs? No way I'm passing that up.
Max isn't thinking about her birthday right now. All the more reason to get her something.
Right. We want to be good to our girl.
Moses is going full Pepe Silvia with this investigation.
Those guys at the bar are planning their protest for tomorrow? I don't like that timing at all.
Agreed. And the form is password protected. If someone was able to obtain it...
I'm on it.
Okay. It's been over 9 months since the storm that battered Lakeport and destroyed several local businesses. As residents attempt to rebuild, some of them are united in their criticisms of an unlikely target. Damn. Okay, so like, yeah, basically they're pissed.
A bunch of guys getting pissed off on a message board. This never ends well.
That's where I found Max last night. The place would be rubble if she hadn't been there.
Right.
And Max thinks the house is where the fire started. I don't know why it's important, only that it is.
Safi!
I've barely met this lady, but I keep seeing her face.
Safi.
Is that the dude from the bar last night?
Oh, wait.
I've barely met this lady, but I keep seeing her face.
Safi was my best friend. I hate to put her up here, but she's been acting pretty erratic lately.
Whoa. What happened here?
Max took that photo before she jumped back here. But I swear the fire was in a slightly different place when she showed it to me yesterday.
So, Max's presence has changed something. But the fire is still on its way.
Well, fuck. Okay.
A horticulturalist, too? What can't this guy do?
Trust me, Moses is a man of many talents.
A pet iguana? Dude, this office has everything.
Right, though?
Some of Max's favorites are in here. It's good that she found a new movie buddy.
I love that Chloe knows what Max's favorites are. Away from Home, stories by Maya Okada. Maya Okada's work went unappreciated in her lifetime, but is finally getting the recognition it deserves. This collection is a reproduction of her self-published chapbook, and it includes 9 short stories from a brilliant memoirist whose life was cut tragically short. Memoirist. Sorry, not memoirist. My brain kind of short-circuited. I actually really love this.
Did he paint this himself? Why'd he stop? Moses needs a name for this dot. I should help him out.
Give me just a second, guys. Okay. There is supposed to be apparently an achievement that you'll get if you name this your titties. I've already named it in my previous playthrough. I named it Dawn because that is actually Rachel's middle name, Rachel Dawn Amber. I'm not going with the sentimental one this time, only because I want the trophy for it, so I'm going with your titties. So I just wanted to tell you guys because I thought it's kind of a cool little tidbit. Not a lot of people know that, so hopefully I should get an achievement. Well, I thought I'd get an achievement with it. Huh. I guess.
Wow. You process quickly.
I'm just laying it all out. We'll see if anything emerges.
Give me just a second, guys. It's weird. I might not have gotten all of the trophies. I don't know. Might be a glitch with the game.
Might be time to ask Moses. This guy's being very polite to the crazy girl who...
So, Professor, have you solved me yet?
Not in the slightest. But I do have some follow-up questions. I'm sure you do too. Why don't you start?
Okay, who's Maya?
I don't mean to snoop, but who's Maya Okada?
She was a friend of Safi's. They were really close until Maya's suicide. That's what started all the craziness last year. Safi blamed several people for Maya's death, and she used her powers to get revenge.
Well, it's great that you bought her book.
And I wasn't the only one. Maya's work has been getting more attention in the last year. I'm sure Safi's delighted.
It might be a game glitch, unfortunately.
I know we have a metaphysical mystery to solve, but can I use your 3D printer?
What for?
It's Max's birthday. She's being so brave about this whole save the school thing, but I think she needs some encouragement. Your anime wall gave me an idea.
Say no more.
I think it's sweet she wants to make her a present. Because if you guys remember, in the very first Life is Strange, she gives Max her dad's old Polaroid camera.
You got it.
And that was her birthday present.
Give it to me straight, Doc. I'm ready.
I'd like to hear more about your visions. You said they started in December?
Yeah. And they weren't even visions at first. Just weird daydreams. Of a storm, or a path, or... But they just kept coming. Then I started thinking about them, even when I didn't want to think about them. And that moment in the green room a few days ago... I don't think it was a vision. I think some part of me really went somewhere.
Okay. What were you doing in the green room before it started?
Looking in a mirror. That place was a grimy dump. Usually my favorite kind of bar. But for some reason, I started thinking about tornadoes. When Max and I were in high school, there was this crazy week where Max thought a tornado was going to destroy the school. No, sorry, that did happen. But it also didn't happen? What's happening right now?
Let's start with what happened 10 years ago. A storm threatened your town, and Max was forced to make a choice. She let you die, averted the storm, and saved Arcadia Bay.
But I'm here.
Yes. Somehow, the storm didn't destroy the town, and you didn't die. Which doesn't make any sense, except... A year ago, a storm threatened the school and the town. And Max made another choice. Or rather, she refused to choose between Safi and Caledon. Somehow she saved Safi and the school. And however she tied those realities together, it appears...
She tied up some loose ends while she was at it. She brought me and Arcadia Bay back together? With Safi and all the rest?
Yes. Somehow. Your vision started when you remembered the tornado. The thing that couldn't have happened, but did. A paradox. Your life and experiences are coexisting along an entirely different reality. And that's not sustainable. Maybe when you encounter a paradox, you come unfixed somehow, but that would mean even us talking about it directly could... Oh no.
Poor Chloe. And this is a good part for me to pause real quick. On that note, if you guys need to go get a snack, please go get a snack. If y'all need to hydrate, please hydrate. If you guys need to stretch, move around, and get all loosey-goosey, please do so. If you need to take your meds, please take your meds, because self-care is really important. And if you're playing a game that needs saving, save your fucking game. I'll be right back, guys. Hello, my beautiful darlings. I'm back. Okay. Oh, I believe my darling friend and mod has gone live. Let's triple check that. Yep. Let me do a daily check-in and lurk in her stream. Okay, there we go. Gotta support my friend.
Chloe, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, stay calm and tell me what you see.
Okay.
It's always the same path. It ends in this outcropping with a couple of benches. Like a viewpoint.
The Overlook. That's where Safi died.
Okay.
But there's a lighthouse, too. Like the one from Arcadia Bay.
Blackwell.
There's a sign. It's for Caledon. And my old high school?
So this place pulls attributes from both towns. Hence the lighthouse.
Damn.
The sky is wild. Lots of auroras and shit.
So it's nighttime?
I mean, like, I think it's nighttime.
She called off the search. Stopped looking for herself.
The fucking lighthouse being so creepy.
Going, she replied. Then, gone.
Actually, I need one more little break. I'll be right back, guys.
What's happening now?
Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Slash hello! Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Little known fact, when Bennies were spotted in the wild, they've been known to spontaneously fart as a defense mechanism. Oh my gosh. You know you were an absolute uber goober. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. How are you doing tonight? I hope you're doing good. I am playing Life is Strange Reunion. So I've got my butterfly necklace on, and I've got this is a butterfly dress I have on right now because, you know, Life is Strange and butterflies go together. Doing decently. That's good to hear. I'm doing good. Just another day, you know. Oh, I have been redeemed a stretch. Oh gosh. Mm. 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 Oh, stretchies. Okay. The stretchies has been stretched. Thank you for that. I was indeed in need of a stretchy stretch. Okay. Let's go back.
The, trees are reciting poetry. There's always something weird when I get to the top of the path. Me, dead. Safi, alive. A turbocharged lighthouse beam.
Okay. As far as we know, nothing in this space is real or can hurt you.
Right. Again, that's as far as we know.
As far as we know, huh?
See? Even she agrees with me. Come on now. Even Chloe agrees. Okay. Oh.
Safi practically lives here now.
Left. Mostly trees. Right. Weird voices, sounds of someone crying. Up. Overlooking lighthouse, some crazy tableau. There's a lot to learn here if you're willing to explore and watch yourself die repeatedly. I finally know the truth. Can't wait to see what Max has to say about it. I've been everywhere. Well, almost everywhere. The lighthouse door is shut. What do you think is in there, Chloe? Okay, so Safi left something for Chloe. That's good to know. Happy to help. Definitely wasn't selfish. Uh-huh. Oh look, bathroom 4.
The, ground turned to my high school bathroom.
Interesting. Does that place hold any special meaning?
Yeah, no shit.
Sure. It's where I died.
That hurt. Evil Guy! Hello! Welcome in! It is so fucking good to see you. As you can see, I am playing Life is Strange Reunion, and there's our baby girl! There she be.
Okay, Max is pointing a gun at Safi, and there are a lot of photos.
Photos of what?
No.
Photos of her fucking dead.
Max, stop!
Damn. Seeing her cry hurts my heart.
Shit. I saw Max. She had a gun, and it always ends a little differently, but I died. Ugh. That's what I've been seeing. Me dying. Max killing me.
You said there were photos. What happened after that?
The lighthouse beam turned on, and... What's wrong?
Chloe, you vanished. Disappeared for about 3 seconds. Before you came crashing back into the cabinet.
What? Where did I go?
I don't know. I think maybe that place takes you back to the moment where Max made her choice. About Safi. About you.
Damn.
Max stitched these realities together, but if you keep going back there, picking at the stitches, it could all unravel.
I saw some of Safi's thoughts and memories. We're stuck in that place together.
Makes sense. Safi is aware of the dual realities, and she's suddenly back on campus. Maybe she's looking for the same answers you are.
Right.
She seems... depressed.
Well, you and she are trapped inside your own deaths. Emotionally, I can't imagine what that is doing to the both of you.
Arcadia Bay was brought back to life. Why aren't they stuck in that place too? My mom hasn't told me about any weird visions.
Have you told her about your visions? My point is, we don't know what's happening in Arcadia Bay. We can conjecture, but my focus is on helping you.
Aww.
So what do I do? How do I make sure I don't think about, you know?
Well, distractions seem to help. Your job. Loud music, lots of people, probably kept you safer.
Right.
But now that you're aware of it, and what it means, we might have just accelerated whatever is happening. I'm so sorry.
Not your fault.
Hey, man. I asked.
We won't risk any more explorations into the Overlight. That's what we're calling it now, by the way. I'll do some brainstorming. Maybe research mental techniques for...
Don't bother. You've got to focus on the fire.
But we need a plan. Your visions are growing in intensity, and that place is dangerous.
Right,
if you spend more time there, you could undo the merge. You could revert back to your own death.
I'm serious. It's okay. Why should I get to cheat death? It's not like I deserve it more than my dad. Or Rachel.
Not the Rachel reference, guys.
Max saved me in the bathroom. But she couldn't make it stick. The time she bought me, it's enough. More than I deserve.
Guys, this is so fucking cute.
Of course you deserve to exist.
Right?
Not according to reality, or the universe, or whatever keeps trying to make me dead. Max has done everything she could for me. She always has. The least I can do is be there for her now.
Chloe, you're such a sweetie. Okay, let me catch up with chat real quick. Evil Guy. I finished Double Exposure just before Reunion. Surprise. I was talking shit about it earlier, but I actually really like Double Exposure more than Reunion. By the way, not to be a fun breaker, but your mic is being crazy again. Is anyone else hearing mic problems? Please let me know. I really love Double Exposure. Double Exposure was hands down a fucking gorgeous game all around. I love the romance options, I love the plot, the story, all of it. Hello, May. Welcome in, my Siki Siki. I see that you're here under that name now. Which is so interesting to me. The mic is sounding crunchy. Okay. Is it still sounding crunchy? Okay, I need to add you as a mod then eventually. I know you're 660, but to me, you're May, so. Okay, I'm not really sure what I can do about my mic. Give me a second. Is this a little better? Okay, I lowered my mic a little bit. Give me a second, let me try unplugging and replugging it, just to see if that helps. Because I might have had the volume a little too fucking high. Hold on a minute.
So,